And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode. Try it out.
Hi guys, welcome. Hugal here with a Borderlands 3 review. I am so hyped. I've finally got enough footage to do this review. It's my first YouTube video, so without further ado, let's do this. So, with the new Borderlands game comes 4 new characters. Flak, Mose, Amara and Zane. Flak is the Beastmaster. He's got a good variety of pets. Most of my co-op friends go with the Slag, as he is absolutely adorable when you pet him and the little love hearts come out. It's so cute. I don't really like Flak because he's got a chavvy jacket on him, but you can get a skin. Apparently you can get a skin later that unlocks human skin for him. I don't really like Flak because he's got a chavvy jacket and nah. But I do like the fact that you can have your pet out constantly. It can throw up ammo, it can heal you, it can just annihilate enemies. Most of my friends play him on co-op and everybody likes him, so, you know, it's all personal preference. Whatever skin you have on Flak is also reflected onto his pets, which is kind of cool. The variety that you get with different players, different skins, that's kind of cool. Which brings me on to Mose. She's a gun nut with a mech that is like a tank, which, if you're dueling somebody, is impossible to kill. Depending on what skills you get with her, you can get a co-pilot, which means somebody else can get in the back and help her shoot. She's got some cool perks like a shield, railgun, flamethrower, and again, whatever skin you have on Mose is also reflected on the mech. I haven't actually played much of Mose or Beastmaster because my favourite two are Amara and Zane. Amara is a siren. She is badass from the start, unlike all the other sirens who aren't that strong until late game. She is actually OP at the beginning of the game. I started playing with the Blast Corrosive, which was just great, and then later on I upgraded it to the Fire Spider Beam, or just the beam. I call it the Spider Beam because the 8 arms kind of make her look like a spider. But her phase lock ability is super effective, and with the skills you can actually have extra arms that act as a shield, or a melee, which is just OP as fuck, and I love it. Which brings me on to Zane, a main man, super squeeze, sexy as fuck. White hair, Irish, nice assistant bot, and a digiclone. I can make myself a Hugal sandwich with that. Moving on. He's insane. He comes with cool, crazy lines.
That ever happened to
He's
me.
constantly saying weird, wonderful stuff. He's funny, and his skills are great. You can have 2 skills active at one time. I haven't actually used the shield yet because I'm using Jack and the digiclone. And by Jack I mean the little robot. I call him Jack, I don't know why, it just kind of stuck. Some of the skins you get for Amara and Zane are pretty wacky, even some of the heads. I mean, the horse head is absolutely atrocious, especially Zane. Zane gets a pig head, ew. But I suppose that's part of the Borderlands fun. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you get off the bus is Claptrap isn't the same Claptrap. This one is just annoying. His voice is annoying. I used to love the other Claptrap. He was cute, a loner, I can relate, you know, funny, you know, check it out, not as good obviously because I'm not Claptrap, but this new one is just nails on a blackboard annoying. He's trying too hard to be like the other Claptrap, annoying and funny and over the top funny and weird. But it's just, it doesn't work for me, and a couple of my friends have said the same thing, but it's Borderlands. There's other stuff to look at. There's more important people to get annoyed at. Moving on to my next point, the twins. Super arrogant, super big-headed. Killing them was so much fun. They act like the more you watch their streams and stuff like that, kind of make me want to hate streamers, but like I'm a streamer and I'm not that arrogant. I'm quite humble. But no, they pop up now and then, and depending on how many side quests you do and stuff like that, and they've always got arrogant things to say. I mean, like, Handsome Jack was evil, but these twins, they're not like proper evil, they're just arrogant as fuck and annoying.
Gods don't negotiate! I love it! Love it!
As you progress through the story, you will meet new, funny, quirky, over-the-top characters. My favourite is Lorelei. I think she's from Prometheus, I think the name of the planet is, or Promethea. She's really, really cool, and, you know, she's got a London accent, which is brilliant. Not that I'm not from London, but I can relate. There are 4 planets in this. Each planet brings new monsters and enemy types and things like that. The maps are huge, though I think 2 of the planets are practically the same apart from one. They're slightly different colours. Some of the maps are massive with only like 1 or 2 fast travel points. That was really annoying. I know you can fast travel from like anywhere on the map, but being able to fast travel from where I am to one corner of the map and then having to drive or walk all the way back was annoying. It would be useful if you could fast travel to like the garages, the catcher rides. That would have been more helpful, but still the maps are massive. Some of them aren't that large, but then others are just insanely massive. And then inside those maps there's side quests, first Vault Hunter caches to find, Claptrap parts to find, Hammerlock's hunting things, there's bounties to do. I mean, one of the bounties is actually Wick and Warty. Like, how they got away with doing that, I don't know, because he's got spiky blue hair and a short dude in a yellow top, and they've even got portal guns. That was just brilliant. Me and my friends had such a blast completing that bounty, and you can do it again and again and again, so that was just, it's part of the fun. There's so much stuff packed into this game, it's brilliant. That's why it took me so long to get all the footage, because I wanted to try and cover as much as I possibly could, but I got to a point where I was like, nah, I've got to get this review out, I've got to do it, I've got to get it out there for my viewers. And speaking of so much to do, there's so many rewards as well. There's like so many different types of guns you can collect. There's trinkets for your guns, skins for your guns, heads, skins, echo skins, emotes. There's tons and tons and tons to collect. And once you've completed the game, which I was slightly annoyed about this, you then unlock badassery points, or the slight like badassery points in the previous game, but it's got its own little skill tree, which I thought was a bit of a bummer that you had to complete the game to unlock, but it's still something else to do. It's just, once you think, oh, I've done that, oh no you haven't, there's this and that to do. Once you've done the game, go into the social menu and have a look at the horde mode and dungeon mode. Matchmake with people, help people out, you get rewards for everything. I'm going to be doing a separate video on like all the different types of guns and reloads and the types and what it's most effective against and all that sort of stuff, because there's just not enough time to put that in the review. The co-op system in this is brilliant if you've got friends. I mean, I haven't actually tried out the matchmaking. I tried having it on random once and I think 2 people joined me and they weren't very social and stuff, but playing with your friends is just hilarious. Like, one of my friends figured out that if you spam the slide button and then press B, because we're playing on Xbox, you can constantly slide across the map, and it's super fun and it's super effective from getting A to B, especially at the beginning when you don't have your car. And as well, with all those customization options comes different people that like. And as well, with all those different customization options, no one character looks the same. In co-op, my friends had all different skins. When we found something new and they didn't have it, they were like, oh, where did you get that? How can I get my hands on that? Can you help me come and get it? And all sorts of stuff. Hey, do you want to trade this gun? I can have that gun. And also, with the co-op, Also with the co-op, when you go into Sanctuary, you have your room, but if you're with like 4 people, each of those rooms will represent their characters and their decorations that they've put up and their guns that they've got on the wall, so they like show off what they've done in the game. It's an absolute masterpiece. With each game, apart from the pre-sequel, and I don't really like the Tales of series, it's just gotten better. I mean, the only thing is now they've got DLCs. As long as they give us proper sized DLCs with maybe like a couple more planets, more vaults, maybe even introduce a new bad guy, more stuff, more characters, just keep filling it up. They haven't got microtransactions in this. You don't have to waste your money, you can earn everything in-game, and that is just brilliant. It's a AAA game without microtransactions, and they're probably going to make a butt ton of money. It's the way to go. You know, show EA you can make a butt ton of money without ruining your game Anthem by putting microtransactions and not having a full story and expecting everything to be done in DLCs. It's just brilliant. There are a few glitches though. There's some glitches where the boss that you fight falls off the map and then it doesn't update it that he's dead. You can't collect stuff off their corpse because they've fallen off the map. As the siren, when I'd hit my super, I'd for some random reason die and like wouldn't have a fight for life. I would just keep dying. Fighting for life only lasted 2 seconds when I was in it. There's another one where if you stop moving and don't touch your controller when you're trying to talk to somebody, you slowly slide in this direction and it doesn't stop. But that was, you know, it's slightly annoying. But with the quest ones, all you have to do is go do another quest and then it'll eventually update. But like, it doesn't take away that much fun. It's still so much fun. I mean, I cannot wait for them to bring out the DLC to see what they're going to bring into the future. It's just going to be absolutely fantastic. Hats off to Gearbox, man, and 2K. I mean, my final verdict would be a 9 out of 10 at the moment, just because of those small, tiny glitches and the fact that you can't, like, fast travel enough. There's not enough fast travel stations. But other than that, if that gets fixed, it's a 10 out of 10. If you don't like the Borderlands games and you're not interested, then don't buy it. If you're curious, get the normal edition, check it out, or even hop over to my Mixer channel, Hugal Gaming, watch me play it on there, get a second opinion, and see if you want to buy it. But anyone who's a Borderlands fan and hasn't bought this yet, go over to the PSN store or the Xbox store and download it. It is awesome. Well, there you go, guys. That was my Borderlands 3 review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go over and check my Patreon page, because I could not be here without your guys' helps. See you next time.